Part 2. Verdant Wind. Lone Moon. The Rose-Colored River. The Alliance army successfully rendezvous with Judith in Aelel. With the addition of House Daphne's forces, the time has come to invade Empire territory.
Preparations are complete. Now it's a game of patience. As they say, good things come to those who wait.
Care to elaborate on this plan of yours, Claude? Can we really do this without battling my father?
Pretty soon, Count Gloucester will need to gather his troops in the northern part of his territory. You got it, Teach.
The combined forces of the Regan and Daphne houses will threaten the northern part of the Gloucester territory. Nardell, that retainer I mentioned, is going to draw their attention.
We'll take that opportunity to make our way through Gloucester territory and launch a surprise attack on the Great Bridge of Myrdin.
And are you not concerned about the possibility that I may tip off my father?
The future of the Alliance rests on this battle. I'm certain you won't betray us.
I will ensure our success.
I know you will. If we can win this fight, then our next goal will be to topple Enbar, the Imperial capital. I said before that my plan was to meddle with the Empire, but I'm gonna do you one better. We are going to defeat the Empire, once and for all. But to do that, we can't afford to slip up here. Bear that in mind and prepare yourselves for the coming battle.
Hey there. We came from the territory of House Daphne. It's not easy to leave one's home, but it had to be done. Judith asked us so earnestly, there was no way we could have refused. We can trust you, right? I'd hate to end up just another pointless death.
If we can suppress this Myrdin, we can invade into the Empire, right? I was in the Empire. Now I will be an enemy. I am having strange feelings. It is with ease that an ally turns into an enemy.
Things have gotten a lot more interesting since we've joined up with Judith, haven't they? Anyone who casually treats Claude like he's just some kid is not a person to be trifled with. I think Captain Gerald would have liked her. I hope someday I can be as strong, kind, and level-headed as her.
Professor!
Right. War isn't kind to you if you're a recluse. By the time you realize what's going on, you're already under attack. And if you're off by yourself, you can get killed with no one ever even finding out. Oh, that'd be awful, just terrible! Okay, Professor, I get it. I know I'll have to come out.
I had an encounter with Lord Gwendol. How many years ago was it? Back before the academy, I met this girl who I fell madly in love with. And her dad tried to kill me. I suppose he just tried to scare me, but I was sure I was gonna die. Oh yeah, her dad? Lord Gwendol. Crazy, right? I never thought I'd seriously be trying to kill the guy in battle. I kind of don't know how to make sense of it.
No.
Professor, the Great Bridge of Myrdin isn't just a bridge. It has the features of a fortress. I believe it was built for military purposes by the first leader of the Adrestian Empire. In other words, it's even older than the monastery. So if we occupy the Great Bridge, we'll have to search it from top to bottom.
Right.
Hey!
Professor, Lady Rhea is in the Empire, isn't she? We should hurry up and find her.
So many people in the monastery and nearby towns are worried. I want to ease their minds as soon as possible, Professor. Let's work together to find her.
Pardon me.
Thanks to all that food from Judith, I'm full for once. I've got so much energy. Let me at that Great Bridge of Myrdin. I'll bust it down myself. Oh, but then how do we cross?
Of course. I'd heard of the hero of Daphne, but that was the first time I've met her in person. She's the head of a prestigious noble family? Just like Claude. The Alliance nobility is so odd. Kind of, but I don't mean that in a bad way. You won't find such big-hearted nobles elsewhere. Plus, Judith can drink with the best of them. A woman after my own heart.
I don't know where he recruited that man, but Claude's got an eye for great talent. I'm talking about his retainer, Nardel. I've only spoken with him briefly, but he seems to have a fair amount of both brains and brawn, with the skills to match. But there's something about him I can't quite place, like I've somehow heard of him before.
So, that was Judith. Just as I'd heard of her, she was an upstanding person. The same Daphne blood runs through my veins, and yet I feel as though I am nothing like her. I am but a phantom of what could be. You think so? Wow, thank you.
Okay. Hello. Right.
The year 1185 is almost over. From next month on, it will be the year 1186. It's just a date, of course, but it feels significant. I hope next year is a great one.
Listen to this. The Aramid River separates the Empire and Alliance. It's the largest river in Fodlan. Sometimes it'll flood when there's lots of rain, but at least the land gets some extra water.
5 years ago, when the Imperial army attacked Garreg Mach, they moved with incredible speed. But in the middle of all that chaos, she still had operatives watching. The hero of Daphne's spy network is impressive. She shouldn't be taken lightly.
I see. If our plan succeeds, we'll arrive at the Great Bridge of Myrdin unscathed. The important part is what happens next. We're evenly matched in terms of military power, more or less. So if we can just launch a surprise attack... Agreed. The bridge is basically a fortress, so the defense will be rock solid. But that's why you're here, Teach. No matter the odds, you're the wild card we need to win.
What?
It looks like people are slowly starting to come back to the town. I guess they feel safe now that you and the Knights of Seros have returned. Peddlers have become more common too, so there'll be food and supplies available. After being run down for all those years, it's really becoming livable again. Excuse me, could you do me a favor?
Professor?
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report. I was talking to some of the Daphne soldiers earlier, and it seems that Judith has a weakness. But they wouldn't tell me what it is. I got the feeling they didn't appreciate the question. Pardon me for being curious. That said, maybe keep this to yourself. Not that she terrifies me to my soul, but I'd hate to get on her bad side. I've been away from Garreg Mach for a while, but I came back when I heard the rumors of what you were doing. The scars of 5 years ago may still be raw, but it's nice to be back. Anyway, I'm going to start up business here again, so I look forward to your patronage.
What used to be Eyre territory lies far to the east of the Great Bridge of Myrdin, downstream of the Aramid River. For the sake of my family, I wish we could invade the Empire from there. But I do not have the power to advocate for that. Strategically, Myrdin is more important. Thank you, Professor. I will not give in. Not until I have restored my noble pride.
On the north side of the Great Bridge of Myrdin lies the territory of Acheron of the Alliance, and to the south, the Empire's Burgles territory. Count Burgles has held the position of Minister of Military Affairs for the Empire ever since the days of Emperor Ionius. The current Emperor seems to have brought the corrupt nobility to heel, but Count Burgles looks to be an exception.
Hello.
Hey!
So Lady Rhea was in the Empire all this time. Glad as I am that Judith told us. I wish we had known this 5 years ago. We spent all that time spread out over Fodlan, searching for the Archbishop and you. It was a mistake to abandon the monastery, to leave it in ruins. Now we're paying for that mistake.
We can predict what the Empire will do. Fargus is our real problem. The Eastern Lords have joined forces and are warring with the Dukedom. But I've heard nothing about that conflict as of late. It's strange. I haven't heard much from my father either. I can't help but find this silence unsettling.
Judith is a wonderful person, so strong and confident as well. Looking upon her, I am sharply reminded of my mother. Very much so. Both brilliantly bright and positive, like a warm ray of light. I lost my mother long ago. I miss her desperately.
Professor, since I'm originally from the Empire, it seems no one trusts me with any important tasks. Fine by me. Honestly, I bet they're watching my every move to make sure I can be trusted. I knew it. War makes people crazy, huh?
Professor, it's thanks to you that I'm here now. I owe you, Professor. You saved my life. I swear I'll do all I can to repay that debt.
Okay.
I would like to believe that I've always made my own decisions. Even so, I cannot deny that some small part of me has always been aware of my father's wishes. Now here I am, concealing our plan, Claude's plan, from his sight. No. The strategy is sound, and I've consented to it. In this fight, I will finally stand upon my own 2 feet, independent of my father's influence.
Is it true Lady Rhea was dragged off by the Imperial army? I heard that was true. Why'd they take Lady Rhea? Professor, they didn't take her to kill her, did they? That's good. We just gotta beat the Imperial army and get her back, right? You gotta help her, Professor. I'm begging you.
If Rhea really is in the Empire, then we must defeat the Imperial army by any means necessary. The people at large are just as concerned for Rhea's safety as we are. The sooner we can settle all our unease, the better.
The battle at ALL was a tactical marvel. You grow stronger with each passing day. Where does your talent end and your crest's power begin? Are they one and the same, I wonder? Most intriguing. Yet it is quite difficult to draw useful conclusions given the situation. It is quite unfortunate I did not achieve my research goals before the war broke out. So much unknown. Now, I fear I will not have those answers even by conflict's end. So very frustrating.
Oh, hello there, Professor. Did you need something from me? It doesn't look like you're wounded or anything. You just looking for someone to talk to? I thought so. Well, I'm here for you. Making you feel better is my top priority. Whether it's physical pain or worries of the heart, you can come to me for anything, Professor.
Gwendol, whom we saw at ALL, was once a renowned general known as the Grey Lion. And yet, as we fought him, it seemed like he was just looking for a place to die. Even if House Rowe, whom he served, is no more, he shouldn't have just given up on life.
We're going to invade the Empire, which means we'll be fighting people we know, won't we? If we're attacked by someone we know or used to think of as a friend, is it permitted to run away? Makes sense. A commander running away would be terrible for morale.
Hi.
Right. Hearing that the Knights of Saros have returned, the monks have also been coming back. We still don't have enough hands here, but we'll use all that we've got to rebuild the monastery. Until the day that Lady Rhea is returned to us, we have to do all we can.
Legend says that pillars of light fell and ravaged ALL. I was reminded of that when I saw it. Professor? Do you think those legends are true? I think so too. I don't know if the goddess really destroyed the valley out of anger, but there are still so many things we don't understand in this world. Next, we face the Great Bridge of Myrdin. We actually crossed it a long time ago. Do you remember? It was 5 whole years ago. It seems like so long ago, doesn't it? It's odd how fast time flies. Everyone was still friends then. After the fighting, we all ate together without splitting into our separate houses. I often wish we could go back to those peaceful days.